What's the deal, you guys? What's the deal? What's the deal? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. What's going on, you guys? We got a couple of topics to talk about. This is mainly like housewife stuff. But by the end of the live, I do feel like I owe my audience just a little bit of conversation towards the end of the live. Now, if you want to know what I'm referring to, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Now, as you all may know, because I did share it on my community wall, my good friend, Really B, she did a members only live last night. She discussed the whole situation with the award show being canceled and stuff like that. And I felt like, just like her, I wasn't really gonna speak on it like that. Like, I got my own feelings about it, and when I do speak on it, I promise you, it's going to be just me being completely honest and truthful, and not to bash or anything like that. It's just me, just basically giving you my feelings about my true feelings about the situation. So I would definitely get into that at the end of the show. Okay. Hopefully you guys tuned in to my members only live last night. It was the Sex, Love, and Pain panel featuring DJ and Nikki. And I'm gonna tell you guys this, right? It was very therapeutic to discuss those stories that we had. And don't you worry, we're going to do a panel like that again. It's probably going to be next week when we do it again. But however, it was very therapeutic to tell those stories about our past relationships and all of those different things. Like, I really enjoyed that panel. And being that DJ and Nikki are close friends of mine, it made it even worthwhile. And it was just healing to do that and to talk about that shit. Because those are things that I've forgiven and kind of healed from and stuff like that, which is why I'm in a happy space that I'm at right now. So I can honestly say that. But I thought it was pretty good, very healing, very therapeutic. And we went on for almost 3 hours. And I don't really do no lives for no damn 3 hours. I barely do them for 2 hours. And the only time I do them for 2 hours is when we doing the whether you like the night panel. That's the only time I'm doing it for 2 hours. But all in all, that was a very good panel. And I hope you guys have your membership so you can go and watch it. Okay. But let me see what moderators I got up in here. I got Kendra in here, I got Catherine in here, and I got DB up in here. So we're going into the 4-minute mark. So as you all already know, once we hit the 4-minute mark, this is basically the mods time to get themselves prepared. Make sure that the chat is clean. Make sure that everybody's engaging. Make sure you guys are sharing the links that I need for you guys to share. And not to mention, leave those fire emojis in the chat, honey. Because when y'all leave them fire emojis in the chat, that gets me jumping and going and all that other good stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So we got a pretty decent show today. We might go live again later on tonight, depending on how I feel, because I've been working my ass off since this weekend. I've been giving y'all a video every motherfucking day. Okay, every goddamn day y'all got a video. But go ahead and leave that fire in the chat and all those different things. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Let's do that. We got 70 people in the chat. Make sure it's 70 of you guys are engaging in the conversation. Okay. All right. 1. So we're at the 5-minute mark. So let's go ahead and get into the show, you guys. We're about to go ahead and get into it. Y'all do know that with every single live that we do, the goal is to hit 100 plus with every single live. If you're brand new to the platform, go ahead and subscribe to the platform. We got a goal, and we want to hit 59K before the month is out, and we want to hit 60K before the year is out. And if you're brand new to the platform, go ahead and do that. But I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of an update of where we at right now. And as of right now, we need 53 people to subscribe to this platform so we can hit our June goal, which is 59K. All we need is 53 people. So if you're new to the platform, go ahead and subscribe. So let's go ahead and get into the first story of the day, you guys. But before we do, this is the topics. These are the people that we're going to be talking about today. So let's go ahead and get into the first topic. So let's talk about Miss Cynthia Bailey, honey. Now, Cynthia Bailey got this podcast with Crystal from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, honey. And I think it's called The Humble Brag. And I gotta admit that I actually like them on this podcast. I really feel as though people thought that Crystal was boring on Beverly Hills, and sometimes people thought that Cynthia was boring on Atlanta. But it's something about this podcast where she's very likable to me, and I really, really like her on this show. I mean, on this podcast. I honestly do. But Cynthia starts talking about the shady comments about, like, you know, the Sasquatch and the Mr. Clean and things like that. And basically, based on No Chaser TV, because shout out to him, the title, the description is RHOA has been the topic everyone is talking about, but now there is some intense focus on whether or not shady comments like Sasquatch, Mr. Clean, or Cornish hen should be consumed as light shade, or if they enter the realm of body shaming and phobia. So apparently Cynthia and Crystal had some remarks about that. So we're going to get into that. And then once we get into that, y'all going to hear my opinion. Let's get into it.
When you heard that, did that bug you?
It didn't, because Angela looks amazing.
Yeah,
I think I look amazing. So it's like, is that an insult? Okay, we're tall and we have appropriate feet for our height.
Right. So you're just like, bitch, you're just jealous. I'm tall.
Well, I don't think it's a dig. Now, I think when
it was
you
a
call
dig from
someone,
her.
If someone says, "Oh, well, you're 5 feet tall and you wear a size 11 shoe," and what's your point?
But what if someone said you're a Sasquatch?
But if you say you look like Sasquatch, well, now that's different.
That's what I'm saying. That's what she said.
Because
to her.
Sasquatch, last time I checked, was a big. What is Sasquatch? Is it a ape?
Yeah, like an ogre.
It's an ogre.
It's another name for Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's
Bigfoot
what I'm
is
saying,
technically.
Sid. That's what I'm asking you. She didn't say, "Oh, hey, tall girl with extra large feet."
Yeah.
She said, "Okay, Sasquatch." Like if someone said, like on Atlanta, would you be like?
What I think the Sasquatch thing is offensive to say.
Oh, okay.
To call someone Sasquatch, because now you're implying. What are you implying? That she's big, tall, big feet, and she's obviously Sasquatch is not cute.
Yeah.
Sasquatch is not attractive. So now you're saying I got big feet, I'm a big girl, and I'm ugly.
But also Angela called Pinky
Mr. Clean and Papa Smurf.
And Papa Smurf.
Well, then there's that too. But I will say,
So it's all fair game for all.
Well, no. Let's break it down.
Okay.
I actually think Papa Smurf is kind of cute, and I also think Mr. Clean is an attractive me. Sasquatch is not.
They're men.
They're men. She was calling her a
Sasquatch
dude.
is an animal of sorts or whatever.
No, but she was saying Pinky looks like a dude.
Yeah. And also, what is Papa Smurf? I mean, he's not a man.
I know. I get it. I think it's all not meant to be a compliment, obviously.
Okay. As long as we heard you say that. Okay.
If someone said I look like Papa Smurf, I'd be like, okay, whatever. It's funny. It's more funny than offensive in a way. If someone said I look like Mr. Clean because, I have short hair or no hair. I mean, Mr. Clean was actually bald, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, bald.
Okay, so yeah, I get it. But he was not a bad looking dude. Okay. But Sasquatch takes it to like somewhere else because it's like
ugly.
I can't find anything good to say about Sasquatch.
Okay.
Okay. Like he didn't even look like he showered. So Sasquatch, you don't want to be. Well, he didn't look clean. You know what I mean? No. So it's like it's just a lot to unpack in the Sasquatch part of it. So,
all right. So that was Cynthia on the on the Humble Brag podcast with Crystal, where they were dissecting the shady remarks that the women have been making about each other this season on the show, and they were trying to figure out what was more offensive between comments like Mr. Clean and Sasquatch and, a couple of things like that. Now, let's go ahead and get into that real quick. I feel like Cynthia is one-sided and biased as fuck. And I just feel like at the end of the day, she is showing her slip and showing her motherfucking cards. Because why are you so pressed about the Sasquatch and the Bigfoot comment, but you feel like it's okay for her to call Pinky, Papa Smurf, or Mr. Clean. You know what I mean? Like, what's the big deal? And this is what I mean when I say that it's double standards in this group and it's double standards in this fandom, because we're mad at Shamea for calling Angela Bigfoot, but we wasn't mad at Angela for calling Shamea Flavor Flav last year. You feel like comparing her to a man. Like, some people could have taken that as like a transphobic remark or something. Somebody could have done that. Like, a lot, like, these girls take digs at each other. These girls body shame each other all day, every goddamn day. So why is it that y'all pick and choose what's okay and what's not okay for a motherfucker to say? If it's okay for Angela to call Pinky Mr. Clean, then it should be okay for Shamea to call Angela Bigfoot. If it's okay for Angela to call Shamea Flavor Flav, then it should be okay for Shamea to call Angela Sasquatch. Like, these girls have sat there and body shamed each other from the very beginning. Like, Nene was called a ox, a damn moose, all kinds of shit. And nobody batted an eyelash. But now we're sensitive, and now we want to sit up here and talk about. Now we want to sit up here and say what we should and should not say. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what happened to the stuff that y'all have said over the past when people go low and y'all be like, well, a read is a read, a read is a read, but now a read ain't a read no more because it depends on who the fuck y'all like. That's why I be saying it. And then I was just on Twitter before I got on here, and people were saying, oh, y'all like to say that the whole y'all just don't like Kelli and Pinky thing and Shamea thing is so disingenuous. No, it's not. Like, y'all don't see what this is. Like, the things that Shamea gets paying for, you feel what I'm saying? Y'all do not paying the other girls for saying the same thing. And Cynthia is really showing that she is not neutral. She's showing that. Like, she wants to pretend like her ass is neutral, and she's fucking not. And I'm over it. Like, I did not feel no kind of way when Angela called Shamea fucking Flavor Flav. I didn't. I actually laughed because they were going back and forth. She told Angela to go on with that 99 no's, and then Angela came back with, okay, shut the fuck up, Flavor Flav. You came for my 99 no's, and I'm going to call you Flavor Flav. I mean, it is what it is. You call me a bitch, I'm going to call you a hoe. You know, it's just one of them type of things. Like, they're in the battle. Y'all like the reads and y'all like all that other shit, but then you want to police what reads people can and can't use. So it's disturbing to be called Sasquatch, but it's acceptable to be called Mr. Clean. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, we got to stop trying to make it make sense to who we like and try to make it make sense for what's actually right and what's wrong. All of them diss each other. All of them body shame each other. It's kind of like how with Drew called Kelli a Cornish hen, and then when Kelli came back and said what she said about Drew getting a new body, now everybody want to sit up here and make it a big deal. But they all body shame. They do this shit all the time. So it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see. Probably because she's a tall woman with big feet. She's been dragging it and it's transphobic. And now it ain't a read if that's all you got to say about somebody. Well, okay, so it's because she's a tall woman with big feet. So what is the excuse for Angela calling Shamea Flavor Flav last year? Is it because she dark skinned? Like, if we want to make it make sense, let's make it make sense all the way around. I'm just saying. Y'all love saying a read is a read. A read is a read until it's one of your faves. And it's annoying as fuck, and I'm going to keep calling it out. Okay, apples and oranges. Mr. Clean and Papa stuff is a dig to Pinky's hair, not her build as a woman. We didn't have a problem when Shamea called Angela 99 Nose or Jackson. And that's your business, Fearless. But my opinion is I don't give a fuck if it's an apple. I don't give a damn if it's an orange, a pear, plum, or cherry plum, baby. I said what I said. We can't sit up here and pick and choose what digs is okay. Because when you in a damn argument, you're going to say whatever the fuck you got to say to win that motherfucking argument. The same way Angela called that lady Mr. Clean, the same way Shamea called her fucking Sasquatch and goddamn Mr. and Bigfoot and all this other shit. So it is what it is. Yeah, but then Kelli talk about Drew's appearance first, saying she looked like an alien. My point exactly. Again, they all do it. So why are we mad when certain people do it? I totally forgot about the alien comment, but she definitely called her an alien first. Then Drew called her a Cornish hen. Then Kelli came back and talked about having a new body. Like at the end of the day, they all do it. So my point is, what is the big deal? They all read each other down. They all do the same shit. So I'm trying to understand, what's the big deal? Why are we doing this? They all read. Talking about a woman's height, foot size, or physical features in a way that questions her femininity can come across very transphobic. Then, oh, damn well, I don't give a damn. And that ain't no disrespect to you, but I just don't care. When I'm in an argument and I'm trying to get somebody up off of me, it's fuck you. I'm going to say whatever the fuck I got to say. And I have just decided that at this point, because, girl, I don't even want to go back down that road with that situation, but I tend to not go low with people when I'm cursing them the fuck out until they choose to go low with me. And when they go low with me, since you want to bring up shit about me, then I'm going to bring up some shit that's not too fancy about your ass. It's just simple as that. I don't care what nobody say. Like, it is what it is, okay? They are so sensitive these days. Right. Like, what is it? Like, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? Then all of the short jokes, the skinny jokes, and penis-sized jokes men get must be transphobic too. I mean, everything is a phobia. Everything is an ism. Everything is this, everything is that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on now. You can't pick and choose how someone receives a dig or a read. Angela calling a woman two different male characters is still masculizing her, bald or not. But ain't nobody gonna say nothing about that. But we're only focused on Bigfoot. We focus on Bigfoot. And we're calling Bigfoot transphobic. But we don't see Mr. Clean being transphobic. You're comparing Pinky to a man. But we don't see that as some transphobic shit. Come on now. I'm just saying. What's going on? What I'm saying is, Reed's happened, but all this season we've heard nothing but the Bigfoot coming. She hasn't said anything new. Or have y'all not noticed that? Okay, and they keep calling her a lapdog too. Over and over again, but no one has an issue with that, now do they? She done got called a lapdog 1,000 times this season. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that. So if y'all gonna keep on calling me a lapdog, then I'm gonna keep calling your ass a Bigfoot bitch. Like, that's just what I'm gonna do. And if that makes me transphobic, I don't give a damn. Bigfoot. Since I'm a lapdog with lipstick, then you a Bigfoot ass bitch then. Like, that's how I feel. Shit. Let me see. Listen, I don't even do go down that rabbit hole. People are trying to win an argument. There are boundaries. These are funny reads, in my opinion. Exactly. Didn't Angela call her Mr. Clean after Pinky said she probably looks like a man without the makeup and the wig? And that's when Angela said, don't do it, Mr. Clean. At the end of the damn day, my whole point is this. They all do it. This is my point. Like, I ain't got time to be trying to pinpoint who said what first, who did this first, who did that. That ain't even what I'm trying to convey or the point I'm trying to make. My point is they all do it. So why are we sitting up here penalizing somebody for doing the same thing that the rest of them do. Angela do it, Drew do it, Shamea do it, Kelly do it. They all motherfucking do it. So why is it that we're only pointing out what one or two or three or four people are doing and not everybody as a whole? That's my whole thing. And Angela do got big feet, just like I got a big ass nose. What's the big deal? All of a sudden, it's such a travesty because they pointed out that her feet are big, which they are. The girl didn't lie. But she called Pinky Mr. Clean and Papa Smurf because Pinky called Angela a boy Damon. Catherine, girl, bye. Because you're missing the point. I literally just said what the point is like 3 different times. Phaedra does it in every confessional. No one says exactly. That's all I'm saying. So I'm trying to understand when we start picking and choosing what read is okay and what read is not. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just like Nikki B just said, it's shade for shade. You call me this, I'll call you that. You talk about my feet, I'm gonna talk about your nose. You talk about my damn eyes, I'm gonna talk about your feet. You talk about my mama, I'm gonna talk about your daddy. You talk about my dad, I'm gonna talk about your grandmammy. You talk about my grandmama, I don't give a fuck. I don't like the bitch no way. So it is what it is. Read. It is what it is. My whole point is, and like I said, Candace even talked about Mia's big feet and talked about Giselle's neck and all this other shit. Like, they all do it. They all do it. So why are we mad? That's why I find this outrage so fake and phony. It's so fake and phony, y'all. It's so fake and phony. The outrage is so selective. Let me see. We can move on to the next topic though. Oh, you kind of ate that, Scotty. What I say? What I say? Scotty, please, me my Carter straight. I'm just, y'all know I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with y'all. Y'all already know that. Y'all know I'm not gonna sit up here and make up no bullshit. Y'all know this. Y'all know this. But let's go ahead and get into the next thing. Let's get into Miss Kandi Burruss, honey. Now y'all know Kandi, my girl. Now, Kandi was doing an interview, and I think it's with R&B Philly. That's who the interview was with. It was with R&B Philly, and she says that season 9 sex dungeon accusations was the first time she thought about leaving until was the first. Damn, I'm sorry, I got so distracted. Kandi says that season 9 sex dungeon accusations was the first time she thought about leaving RHOA. So let's go ahead and get into that. Let me take this overlay off so y'all can get into it, and let me mute my mic.
With all the stuff that was being said without me being on TV, I couldn't even imagine if I was on Housewives going through a divorce. That would have been a mess. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't know. Like you say, you know, like the world says, everything happens for a reason. And I just feel like, you know, I had a great time doing it while I did. I was there 14 seasons.
That's a long time, Kandi.
A long time.
Listen, it seems like just the other day you came on there and you and Nene was going at it and the vein was popping out of your neck.
Okay.
You're the only one that had smoke for Nene. Nobody else could do it. Speak on it.
Okay, let's go. Well, but it, you know, it was a good time. You know what I mean? I have a lot of good memories as well as a lot of crazy ones from being on the show. And then I had all the other spinoffs and stuff. So it was great. And then now my daughter is doing the next gen.
Yes.
On
Shout out to Raleigh.
Yeah, they have their second season is about to come out soon. So I really feel like I'm still a part of it, even though I'm not a part of it. And hell, Housewives, my name still end up on their show every other
Sure
week.
did. It popped up last Sunday. They say Shamea trying to be like you.
I was like, why do I keep getting dragged into the mess? Like, what? I don't know.
When did you know your time was up on the show? Was there a season where it was like, okay, it's time for me to get off this show?
Oh, well, that season that the whole
With the dungeon, with the dragon with Portia?
When they said that I was taking people to a dungeon, that season.
You was ready to go after that.
Yeah, I was kind of like, yeah, I was over it then. But then we stayed on for a few more years. And I would have to say, probably the last 3 years of me being on the show, I kept saying to Ty, like, do you think we need to leave now? Like, what do you think? And we kept going back and forth about it. So on the year that I finally did say, yeah, I'm gonna step away and I'm not gonna come back, it was like I don't know. I feel like I had been feeling that way, but then, it's like if you do something for so long, it's almost like a crutch. Mm-hmm. You kind of like scared to walk away from the crutch. It's like, should I leave? Should I not? But then I took this attitude of all the women, well, not all of, but a lot of them on our show have left. They came back. They done, came back, did all kinds of stuff. Man, I'm like, I done been here so long. Like, my only fear was like, will the fans still support me in the other stuff I do? The divorce was crazy with all the.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I was still muted and just running my mouth. Okay, you guys. So that was Kandi, and I'm gonna say that my girl looks good, honey. My girl Kandi looks damn good. Y'all can say whatever you want to say about her, but my girl look good. So that was Kandi doing her interview, and she was basically saying that season 9 was the very first time that she ever thought about leaving said show. And guess what? Of course, the people was mad in the comments, like just dragging her. When she was asked the question, when was the moment where she ever thought about leaving the show? And y'all mad because she told y'all when was the moment she thought about leaving the show. What type of shit is that? But however, to be honest though, I really wasn't surprised that she said that season 9 was really that moment in time where she felt like, bitch, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. There's nothing more that I can do. I'm done. These bitches is lying on me. These bitches telling like half truths. I don't know what the fuck going on, but these girl lying on me, and it ain't nothing more we can talk about. Ain't nothing more we can even motherfucking do. You feel what I'm saying? And so I don't know why anybody even feels any ways about her answer. Because I feel like that answer is very valid. Like, it's one thing to be on the show, deal with accusations, deal with people telling lies that are not that serious. But for a person that you used to be very, very close to, a person that you were friends with, a person that you really fuck with, you had them in your motherfucking wedding and shit. And for that to be the person that to sit up there and make up such a lie on you where it's damaged, it could be damaging, you could be canceled and all of those different things. Why would I want to be on the show after that? So yes, I definitely get where she came from when she said what she said when it came down to that. Like, I definitely understand that shit. Like, wholeheartedly, completely understand that. I probably wouldn't have wanted to come back either. Now, they got rid of the motherfucker that said it. So yeah, I'll stay. But I really do think that by this point, Kandi probably was like over the show. Because you can only do something but so long. It can be a job. So like sometimes you can feel when it's your time to go. And sometimes because you've been so used to this one thing, this one place, you become complacent in it. And then you don't know how to get away from it. It kind of sounds like with me and my job at Kroger. I've been there for 9 years and I wanted to leave this year. But of course, they told me, stay for your pension next year. 10 years, February gonna make 10 years, stay for them 10 years, get your pension and be gone. Then my subscribers even said, boy, you better stay for that pension. So now I'm staying another 8 or 9 months for this motherfucking pension. So I've been at Kroger for years, but I hate the job. I'm sick of the job and I'm ready to move on. But it's kind of, it's kind of like, with Kandi, she was ready to leave a long time ago, and she stayed there an extra couple of years. And it's kind of like, okay. And then people and then people love to bring up the fact that, after she wanted to keep crying about these dungeon accusations, but then she went on a whole dungeon tour after the fact. Y'all are dumb. Y'all are dumb. If you've been following Kandi for many, many years, you would know that Kandi always turns something negative into a positive. So with Phaedra talking about she got a sex dungeon, of course she took it and flipped it and made it into some money. What's wrong with that? She took a moment that was very detrimental to her and flipped it and made a positive out of it. And made money from it. Yeah, bitch, you made up this lie about me. Okay, I'm going to turn around and make sure that you see me get paid for these lies that you told on me. I don't see why y'all are mad at the fact that she made that dungeon tour. But y'all feel like because she did that dungeon tour, that absolutely means that she's supposed to forgive Phaedra and the bullshit that she said. That's bullshit to me. That's bullshit. Y'all cannot keep on using that damn dungeon tour as a way to minimize what her experience was when Phaedra lied on her. Y'all would do anything you can to make y'all fave right. Your fave was wrong, okay? Your fave was motherfucking wrong. And that's just what it is. And y'all gonna have to deal with that shit, honey. Y'all gonna have to deal with it. And the thing is, it's so crazy how fickle the audience is, because at one point in time, Kandi was the fan favorite. Right alongside Nene, Kandi was the fan favorite at one point in time. Soon as her and Phaedra and her and Portia fell out, that is when they turned on Kandi. That is when they turned on Kandi, when she fell out with them girls. I sat back and watched it for years. Kandi had no issue with Portia until Portia lied on her. And people feel like, well, she can talk to Portia, then she can talk to Phaedra. I don't really think that she even talks to Portia like that. I think that because Portia apologized on the show, she moved on. But Phaedra never apologized and never took any ownership for what she did. So why would she want to fuck with Phaedra ever again? I would never want to fuck with somebody that did me like that. Ever. So what we're talking about here? Y'all so mad that a motherfucker don't want to forgive Phaedra. Are y'all like, are y'all insane? Like, what's wrong with some of y'all? Y'all think because that's y'all fave, Kandi's supposed to forgive her. Fuck that. She ain't gotta never talk to her if she want to. Like, if you're gonna make up a lie about me, if you're gonna make up a lie on me, make it make sense. And that shit didn't even make sense. Like, you made up a whole lie that could really fuck up her whole life. All that stuff she built. And there's some people out there that still believe it. That's why it's so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me when I hear people say, well, we didn't believe it anyway. Girl, there were people out there that was still repeating that shit. And all it took was for Tiny and T.I. to get into their trouble. As soon as they got into their trouble, here they go. Oh, I think Phaedra may have been telling the truth about Kandi just because she's friends with them. So what are we talking about here? This is why I say people ain't got the good sense that God gave them. That's what I mean when I say these folks ain't got the good sense that God gave their ass. Clearly they don't. Because if they had the good sense that God gave them, they would not have the takes that they be having. Because I'd be like, girl, what the fuck is wrong with some of y'all? Like it be real, but the people be weird as a muff. Like the people be weird. They do. But anyway, anyhow, we're gonna move on to the next topic. Lord, every time I open my mouth, I can hear that Mississippi come the fuck out, child. All right, so let's get into this. Now, there was a clip that went around on Sunday night for the next episode, right? And K Michelle was talking to Pinky, and she told Pinky about what Shamea shared with her about the friends that she got. So we're gonna get into that clip. And when we get done playing it, I'm gonna come back and give y'all my thoughts on said clip. Let me mute my mic. Let's get into it.
Sir, can we get a drink that doesn't have a lot of mixes in it, just straight to the point?
Yeah, definitely. I would recommend the Adong Thai Martini. It's pretty much liquor.
Oh, I'll try that.
Can I get a strawberry margarita?
Sure. Thank
I'm
you.
celebrating the day. That's why
What
I'm
you celebrating?
just life.
Yes.
It's so much good.
Franchise.
Listen, girl, 250. Listen, okay. There's never been a Black woman to franchise a vegan brand. And the fact that we're about to do this and make history is big. So I'm proud of us. I think God wanted me to go through all that bad stuff because like good things is happening back to back now. Bankruptcy at first was a very heavy topic for me. And lucky for me, I have a husband that is super successful. He will help me if I let him. But right now, I want to do this on my own. I want him to see that his wife is a warrior. That's what made him attracted to me in the first place.
Everybody has their season, their highs and lows. I feel like I'm going through my season right now. It's always these opinions to make you feel like you don't belong.
Well, you belong. Okay.
Very, very
Speaking
much.
of belong, girl. Why was she being trying to take that purse out of your hand?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, she told you.
Yeah, she did.
Wait, I want your purse. Think about how you are. God, see in a minute.
That is hilarious.
You know, life is more than a national anthem.
Mhm.
And hopefully, if you do right by people, you'll get to experience other performances.
Yes,
You know.
cruise ships.
You know what? My drink came at the right time.
Kay and Drew should do a versus. Can I get a curry just with vegetables?
The fried chicken.
Yes, most definitely.
Thank you. She put out AI music. You gonna trust somebody to put out AI music? We had a long night that night.
Oh, Lord.
So Shamea and her mother come. They should go to the club. It's like 2
Wait,
in
to
the
the club?
morning. Girl.
They did not come to the club.
Baby, Shamea mama came in her white suit with them titties pushed up to her chin. I don't know a mama like that, but I ain't knocking it. We're literally like this. And her mother is holding my hand. Like,
Not y'all praying in the club.
basically, it went on for over an hour. You say to me, and I just hope you be loyal to me. I hope you be my friend because none of my friends want me to be your friend. So when I got to the car, I'm literally crying by then.
You was crying?
Yeah, because you keep
It's
on-
heavy.
It's heavy.
That's
Oh,
not
goodness.
right.
I have Shamea back more than anything. But for you to keep saying to me, nobody in Atlanta wants me to be your friend. I don't want to hear about no goddamn Kandi cold at nights. But I like you. And that's what I lean to.
Water to start.
But can we get a drink that doesn't
Okay. So that was Pinky and K Michelle in this clip for next week's episode. And it was basically K Michelle saying that after the whole scene with Drew, they went to like a club and Shamea's mother was there and all that different stuff. And she pretty much let it be known that Shamea asked her to be her friend because her friends are telling her that she shouldn't be friends. Her friends don't want her to be friends with her, and she wants her to be loyal to her. Now, I know this ain't nothing but a clip, but I got some opinions about this, and some people might be shocked by my opinion. Some people probably won't, because if you really know me, then you know that I got common sense. And if I'm looking down, that means I'm looking at DoorDash because I'm hungry. I think Shamea is full of shit. And I feel like even if your friends did say that to you, why even tell K Michelle that? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what is that to even tell a bitch in the first place? Like, I don't know if y'all feel my drift or get it or not, but why even come up to somebody and be like, oh, my friends don't want me to be friends with you? Why are you even doing that? Like, why are you even telling me this shit in the first place? Like, what is the fucking point of that? And now what that does is place blame on you, the same blame that I've been defending you for, the same blame that everybody been putting on you, as far as saying that you are the person that is fanning the flames when it comes down to K Michelle and her motherfucking paranoia. And that's what everybody has been saying. And I have defended you because I really did not believe that that's what you were doing. But in this conversation, you kind of are fanning the flames by even saying it to her in the first place. Why even say that? Because like I said before, you feel what I'm saying? It's like you're playing with me, like you're playing games with my mind, and it's like you're playing on the insecurities that I already have. And it's also like you're playing on the fact that I already have these experiences with these people, because I'm well aware and full aware that the main women that I had the issues with were your friends. And historically, that is the truth. You had issues with that lady. You know, she had issues with Shamea's friends. And when we talk about Shamea's friends, we're talking about Toya. We talking about Rashida. We talking about, you know, them girls. So I just feel like I would never sit there and tell anybody that, because telling K Michelle that, you got to understand, K Michelle is an op to your homegirls that you hang with. And let's also be clear here. When I was at Kandi's event, Shamea was with them same girls. Toya, Rashida wasn't there, but Toya, Monyetta, all them different people. She was with them girls. Now, I don't think Kay has an issue with Monyetta because Monyetta didn't have shit to do with that. But I'm pretty sure that the people that she got the issues with is Toya and Rashida, and Shamea hangs out with those people. And my thing about it is, you feel what I'm saying? It's like, what are we talking about here? So for me, in my opinion, Shamea telling K Michelle that is literally her throwing her friends under the fucking bus. I don't know if y'all see it that way, but that's how I see it. You feel what I'm saying? You're literally throwing your friends under the bus by going to their op that you're working with on this show, and you're telling their op that they said you don't need to be friends with that bitch. And they probably did tell her that. But even if they did tell her that, that's not something you run back to K Michelle. And this is why people think that you got something to do with these plot conversations. This move right here. So, with that being said, that is exactly how I see this. I felt like that was strange. And to be honest, I never would have said that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that I don't think I would have said that to anybody. Like, I don't think I would have just came up to a motherfucker and been like, oh, my friends don't want me to be friends with you. The most I say is, although you got issues with people that I fuck with, I like you. I just said that the other day on one of my lives about somebody. Like, they got issues with my folks, but I still like them though. You know? That's just the way that I see it. But, you know, to each his own, you know. So we're gonna move on to the next one. And this is Kelli and Drew. This childish ass shit with these two child. So I don't think I need my earphones in for this, or do I? Okay, so it starts with Drew's comments about her being a stuffed Cornish hen. Let's get into that first.
When Shamea was doing a word association game, when they asked about Portia, she said "Happy Pride,"
Ooh.
and it felt a little not Happy Pride.
It felt homophobic,
right? Well, if that's how you guys felt,
right?
I mean,
I know, which I hate to see that from Shamea because I hope she doesn't really feel that way.
I mean, she said it; those were her words, and I just feel like Shamea did that apology, and I called it out. I was like, I don't believe it. I'm not buying it. You know, it just doesn't feel like she's in a place to really be authentic. And maybe she's trying to figure it out. Like she was doing music last season. Now she's trying acting. Like she's trying to find her way. Yeah. And I just hope she finds her way.
Yeah. Do you feel her and Kelly are a good duo together? Like they...
Oh, the Minions?
not the Minions. Oh, God.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So,
have we been to the open restaurant she has or no?
No, I went to the one that was closed.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
I don't even know which one is open anymore. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you think that there is hope that one day you and Kelly will ever get along, or just not? You're not.
Oh, I mean, Kelly's a tricky one because we don't really have an issue. It's kind of like wrapped up
in other people's issues.
Yeah. So I just call her my little stuffed Cornish hen now. Okay. You know, she's just a little. She's just looking real ready.
No, I love a Cornish hen.
Yeah, and
I love Cornish hens.
Delicious.
Too, so it's good.
It also does seem
it's portions there. You know, if you want the leg, thigh.
Every week too, they give a little more and more tea about this alleged married man, now a pastor, that she hooked up with allegedly.
I don't know. They had a list of the names.
Oh my God, they went through the list?
Yeah, they saw who Phaedra is like following. It was. The internet is just, I love y'all. Like, it's unmatched, right? I don't know. And it didn't get revealed, you know, during the season. But they seem to know. Portia and Phaedra seem to know who it is. It may come out a reunion.
Okay.
I would, if it's true to it, I'd tell Kelly, just pipe down.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Right. You know, sit down. Just bring it down, you know, cool down. Because you don't want it to come out.
Yeah.
But I don't know the tea specifically. So we'll have to wait.
Okay, so that was Drew calling her a Cornish hen. Now let's get into what Kelly was saying in regards to the Cornish hen stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on the screen. And it's so crazy how Drew calling somebody authentic when she's not authentic herself. But anyways, Kelly responded with, now that we got that out of the way, here's my Cornish hen recipe from my Cooking with Kelly cookbook. Hope you all enjoy. New cookbook will be dropping later this summer. Drowning Drew, BBL Drewski. Okay, that's the Cornish hen shit. That's the Cornish hen, whatever. There's Drew and the hen. And then Kelly says, the audacity, calling me misproportion after that miracle worker showed the before and after from surgery #1 is wow. Your before was after the mommy makeover. Drew, you will always be a SpongeBob box-shaped Buick even after you got the P special. She must be talking about Drew trying to look like Portia because, child. Let's see. So then Drew comes in and she responds.
Boy, you know that come.
She responds to Kelly and she said, well, who is Kelly? Since I have your attention, make sure you download and stream my new single, How Does It Feel? Available now on all platforms. Okay. And then that is when Drew says, we love a before and after. And that's when she shows the before and after pictures of Kelly and Kelly. And Kelly #1 looks better than Kelly #2 because Kelly #2, yeah, I don't want to go there because then I'm gonna be called transphobic, child. And then that is when Drew posted that, and that was it. So this whole thing with Kelly and Drew was just stupid to me. Like they this is so petty and childish and all that other shit. But you know, at the end of the day, Kelly did, you know, come for Drew and say whatever and all that other shit. So I ain't even really mad at anything that Drew had to say about Kelly, to be honest. But I'm also not mad at Kelly saying anything about Drew. They both been taking petty jabs at one another, probably more so Kelli than anything, but I ain't mad at it, and I ain't up here talking about body shaming. Fuck anybody who wants me to. So we're gonna get to the last topic of the evening, and that is Sidora by herself. Now, apparently her divorce is final. And this is what we got for the divorce being final. Okay, so let me split this screen up real quick. So this is what we're looking at. So her divorce is finalized and the details of the agreement between the former couple. Sidora and Ralph Pittman's divorce is officially finalized. Some of the details unearthed by TMZ include Drew paying $218,000 in child support for their children. Ralph being awarded ownership of their $1.9 million home. Ralph having to pay Drew around $145,000 in interest for the home. Other details see Drew keeping the Cadillac Escalade while Drew keeps the Porsche Taycan, and the Cadillac XT5. Drew keeping the family dog, and neither party receiving spousal support. Drew will also be restored to her maiden name of Jordan. Okay. So she got to pay child support. This is what Drew should be focused on. But my thing is this right here. What really happened? Because based off of the paperwork that we was looking at first and all that, Drew was saying she ain't had no money. And Drew was saying that she don't even make that much money. So what's really real here? Like, you make more than him? Like, what's going? Because you were making it seem like he made way more than you. Like, that's how you made it look. And then it says that, you know, the court determined that Drew's income is like $38,000 per month and Ralph got $27,000 per month. You know what I mean? And that happened despite Drew claiming that Ralph made over $70,000. She's still required to pay $2,000 each month for their 2 kids. So now Ralph got the house. So Drew still got to get the fuck out. Like, it's oh God, it's crazy. Like, what is going on? Because at this point, it's looking like she lied to the courts, and that's why she ain't got the house. Because now we already know that she was supposed to, you know, get gone any motherfucking way. But then now, you know, she really got to go now because it's his house. It's really nothing that can be done about that. Now she really got to get the fuck up out of here. So it is what it is. Neither one of them is getting spousal support, but she got to pay child support. All the shit that we thought Kandi had to do, Drew doing it. So she still got to find another house. That's crazy. Ralph is, I don't know what type of lawyers Drew had, but they didn't do her no justice. That's just point blank in the period. So that's about it for today's show for all of the topics that we were getting into. Now I'm going to go ahead and get into the last thing that I wanted to discuss tonight, and that, well, this evening, because it ain't nighttime yet. And that is Really B's. Really B did a members only last night. She got it available for 24 hours. And if you haven't seen it, you need to go on over there and watch it. I did share it on my community wall. So this is what I'm going to say, right? So when it comes down to everything that went down with the whole Starlight Award situation and all of those different things, I must say that there is a whole lot in my head and in my mind. So once again, I'm going to start off by saying that I'm not here to bash nobody or do anything to anybody. I'm just here telling y'all my feelings and how I feel. Now, I will say that I'm very disappointed in the way that things happen. Like, to have the show canceled 2 days before we were supposed to go is kind of crazy. And then all of the stuff that we found out after the fact, like the phone call that Really be played and all of the information that was released about the whole building of it all and everything like that, is motherfucking crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't look good and it's indefensible. It's just something that regardless of whether I'm cool with a nigga or not, the shit don't look good and I can't defend it. It's just, it is what it is. And I definitely can't defend it because I'll be a fool to defend it due to the fact that I spent money as well. And I'm, you know, and all that other stuff. So I felt played with as well. But not to mention, it's not just my disappointment and my upset really ain't just about me. It's more so about the people that I brought into the situation. Like DJ, I pitched him to perform, or people like that who was supposed to be a part of the situation. They didn't get what they needed and they didn't get the things that they were promised to get either. And to be honest, I had found out about said things, but right before I even found out that the show was finna get canceled. So I feel a way, not just, it ain't even just about me. It's about my friends that I pitched to this situation in the ways that I would try to help by. And, you know, as a person that's cool with that person, I am, you know, I'm hurt by the situation and I'm disappointed by the situation. And, you know, and because I'm cool with, well, you know, whatever, had a relationship with this person, this is the only reason why I'm not up here like going in and cursing them out and all that other shit, because that ain't what I want to do. Like, I, you know, the way that I move is, if I considered you a friend, I considered you a friend. If I was cool with you, I was cool with you. Never in my life would I ever get up here and just bash and, you know, join the hate train with everybody else in public. I'm never gonna do that, because let's be clear, and I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, when I fell out, when me and King of Reeds had fell out all them years ago, he took it to the internet. I didn't even know we fell out. He brought it to the internet. I didn't. To this day, I still ain't brought nothing to the internet, because that ain't how I move. I let him have his own narrative and I never spoke up on mine. So I came out here because I was already asked about it yesterday in my questionnaire, and I didn't really want to talk about it then. But once Really B did her members only and stuff like that, I just felt like at the end of the day, Really B is my friend and Really B is like my big sis. And at the end of the day, I'm here to say that Really B is well within her rights to feel the way that she feels and all of those different things, because she really was, you know, trying to handle this situation with grace. So I do understand that, and, you know, I got her back on that. That's just it. I got Really be back on that situation. But it is what it is. I think we all felt a way about this situation. Everybody involved felt the way. Everybody that was supposed to be involved in it felt some kind of way. And it's a public situation. So, you know, everybody that was involved felt a way about it, and that's just it. So like I said before, that's my take. The whole situation is fucked up. I mean, there is no other way to call it or say it. It's fucked up for all of us. For me, Really be everybody that was supposed to go down there. We spent money. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we spent money, you know, we was literally, we bought, some of us purchased, you know, purchased rental cars and plane tickets and outfits and shit. You know, we all did that, you know, trying to support and stuff like that. That's what we were doing. So it is kind of fucked up, and it is disappointing and hurtful that 2 days before we supposed to get the fuck on, we can't even go no motherfucking where. And some of us took days off. Bando took 5 days off. I took 4 days off. Like, we all did that. So yeah, it's fucked up. And there's no other way to put it. There's no other way to look at it. And I think we all have every right to feel upset. We all got every right to feel angry about this situation. And we all got every right to and you know, and we all feel we got every right to feel a way about this situation. Nobody's feelings should be should be minimized or diminished. Everybody got a right to feel how they feel about it. Everybody, including me. But like I said, my disappointment is more so for my friends that I pitched to this. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's it. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, I feel like people want some of us to come out and, you know, bash, you know, but it's kind of difficult to do that, you know, when you cool with somebody or you had a relationship with somebody. Like, it's kind of difficult to do that. Like, you know, it's difficult, but you know, I don't miss my words. I just had to say what I had to say. You feel what I'm saying? You know, and like I said, really B, that's my girl, that's my friend, big sis. Hell, we gonna have a motherfucking party at the house this in a couple of weeks for her birthday. She gonna have her a party right here at the house. That's how much friend, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how much we are friends. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's how close we are. Like, that's my girl. And that ain't me taking away from the relationship that I had with the other person. It's not nothing could take that. But we're talking about really B, and that's my girl. So, you know, I gotta have her back with this one, because she got every right to feel the way that she feels. No doubt. Absolutely. But I hope that my what I gotta say suffices. You know what I mean? Like, I hope it does suffice what I just said, you know, because like I told y'all already know. Jesus, it's a lot. But it is what it is, though, y'all. So that's all I really got for this show today. That's all I really got for the Starlight Awards conversation. That's all I'm gonna say about it, because I think we all want to move on from it and things like that. So that's it, and that's all. So I hope this was enough. So with that being said, y'all, before we go, be sure to support my best friend Sammy. He has a t-shirt line on Etsy. It's called the One T Shop. Make sure you guys go to the onetshop.etsy.com. Make sure you guys go and support my best friend, okay? Also, be sure to support moi, because my book, That's Why You're Lonely, is available on Amazon and Kindle Books. Make sure you guys go and pick it up, honey, okay? Because the sequel is on the way. If you didn't see the Sex, Love, and Pain panel with me, DJ, and Nikki on my members only, y'all need to go and pick it. Y'all need to go and get a membership so y'all can watch it, because that was some good ass conversation, okay? And part of me wanted to have it open and then put it on members only after we were done with it, but I'm like, no, I ain't doing that. But yeah, make sure you guys go on and watch it, because it was a good time, honey. It was a good time. Is there anything else that I want to say before we get up out of here? Oh, DB, of course. Just let me know. But with that being said, one more thing. The Scene ATL. We start filming this week. I filmed my first scene Saturday evening. So we're very excited about this. The new cast is very excited, because I know who on the cast, honey. And yeah, so I will be updating you guys on everything that's going on with the show, you know, just to get you guys ready for it and all the other stuff, because y'all know I did that all last season. I was letting y'all know what was going on without telling y'all what was going on. But with all that being said, this is your boy ScottyByNatureTV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boy's up out of here, and I see you guys on the next one. I think I'll be going live later on tonight. I might be. So be on the lookout for it, all right? My DoorDash is at the door. I'll see y'all later.